Thanks for saying. You know, I'm 30, but I like to tell people I'm 29. Not because I'm afraid of aging, I'm just completely obsessed with prime numbers. I'm an old-fashioned guy. I really think children are best seen and not heard. And that's one of the many reasons that I've made very good friends with a pediatric surgeon who specializes in vocal cords. But I think friendship is what's really important in our society right now. I have a transgender friend, Robin, and right now he's going through a big change in her life. It's a little tough for her though. She tried to join a feminist collective, but unfortunately she had to leave it. She felt it was too much of a cis-terhood. So, you know, I hear a lot of things in my life. One of the things I've heard multiple times is, Shawn, you are one of the greatest living threats to American capitalism. Not because of my political views. I've just really sucked at each and every job I've ever had. But so I like to read. I've read a very interesting book recently. It was a book about the mating habits of existential insects. It's called Being and Nothingness. But I like to write, and you know, this past year, 50 Shades of Grey was very successful. Erotic literature is now being reconsidered all over America, as maybe it has an art form. So I've decided to work on my own piece of erotic literature. It's a story about a young man who falls in love with and has a very torrid, very kinky love affair with a female accountant. I've entitled it, She Had the Tightest Budget in Town. But I think one of the things that really helps people a lot in society is rebranding. You know, a group can have a bad reputation, but if you can get people to look at it from a new way, they might give it a second chance. So starting next week, I'm going to begin selling a brand of Band-Aids called the Gaza Strip. Now, I'm not particularly a religious man myself, but I have had some experiences that have made me question things. For example, I had an uncle who had every single one of his prayers granted. I'm serious. See, each and every Sunday morning, he would get up, put on his best clothes, he would go to his church, and he'd sit down, his knees, and he'd pray, and he'd go, "Dear God, please let tomorrow be Monday." Glad to see you folks are all laughing. Some of you had a little trouble recently. A friend of mine, Maria, she was giving a speech about feminism in New York. Unfortunately, the whole speech, a group of Irish misogynists started heckling her. And I don't know about you folks, but I just hate to hear about cases of oppression about patriarchy. So I hadn't seen Maria in a while, and so she was telling me all about new things she's been up to. And so she's like, "Oh, Shawn, I started it's in relation to my new boyfriend, he's a vegetarian." And I'm like, "Oh, is there any particular reason you're dating a vegetarian?" She's like, "Well, at my age, I have to start thinking about what I put in my body." But I went to shop at this one health food store, and it was a really cool place. They had all these weird products that I'd never seen before. In fact, they had an existential brand of milk way over here. I think it's time to be a little serious. One of the things, of course, in the news is they always need to get you scared. Whoever is running the news, whatever channel it is, whether it's the left, right, they always want to get you scared. So the new bad guy is, of course, ISIS. Everybody's, you know, really scared as ISIS was bad. ISIS beat Hezbollah. ISIS can beat up Hamas. ISIS has beat up Al-Qaeda. And you know, I'm not really scared of ISIS because most of the people who they seem to recruit are douchebags. Like, there doesn't seem to be anybody who's, like, really successful. It's always like, yeah, he was 26 and living in his mother's basement, has never had a real relationship or a job, but he decided to join ISIS. Additionally, ISIS is not as smart an organization as you really want to think. For example, last week, they decided to ban pigeons. Pigeon breeding is banned everywhere that ISIS controls, their entire caliphate. Why? Because when pigeons fly overhead, you can see their genitals. I really hope these people never find a farm. Might be a little bit of a problem for them. Or maybe that'll be a whole industry. You know, when ISIS controls there, you know, just like clothes for every type of animal. You have dog. Do you have dog pants? You must have dog pants, or this violates the Quran. Those dog balls flowing back and forth, they're haram. Don't you know that? I don't want people to just like think, you know, ISIS isn't the only, you know, way people should associate Islam. Because, you know, I don't live here in Princeton, I live in New Brunswick, but there's a lot of people at the university, a lot of Muslims from all different countries, some people who have converted, and it's just, you know, it speaks to some people. And it's kind of interesting, because, you know, for some people, they really feel an attraction to Islam, but, you know, some of their parents might not be cool if, you know, you grew up in a family that wasn't Muslim, if your kids convert. So that may mean there may be a point in the future of America where young women abstain from sex and alcohol to piss off their fathers. The way I figure with the internet, there's going to be different conversions all over the world. Like, who knows? Maybe in 20 years, the toughest gang in Cairo will all be Jewish. It's the toughest prison gang, you know, the kosher killers. First they circumcise you, then they kill you. But I don't know, religion is violent, you know, because there's a lot of people who feel attracted to religion for pacifist reasons. You know, that's why a lot of people are attracted to Buddhism. And there's probably going to be more people, you know, internet, YouTube, all these different services are like exposing people to new religions, new ideas. So that may mean maybe sometime in the near future, somewhere in Cairo, we'll hear something like this. Omar, get out here. What is it, Dad? What were you up to in there? Nothing, Dad. I was just thinking about Buddha and the Eightfold Path. Buddha? Buddhism? I don't want to hear about Buddhism in this house. Want, Dad? Don't you know the first thing the Buddha taught us was to free ourselves of the human emotion of desire? So, one of the things that was always annoying, I didn't go to Princeton, but I did go to high school here. I went to Hun up the road. So, one of the things that was always really fun about this town is that there's no head shops in a university town. And there really doesn't seem to be. It was never easy to get stuff. However, I live in New Brunswick, where there's ample. Now, what this gets to me is we still keep marijuana legal till your state votes on it, you know, until the fat fuck dies in the state capitol. until like Christie, you know, keels over at his gym. Did any of you see him, Christie, in like the baseball outfit recently? Oh,
it was awful.
He looks like a pregnant sumo wrestler, and he's trying to be like, yeah. He wonders why no one takes him seriously. But what gets to me is, okay, so we're going to keep marijuana illegal, but we're going to keep head shops 100% legal. That's like saying, hey, we're going to keep murder illegal. There's going to be no murder here in America. However, we are going to allow you to open up a chain of stores that specializes in rope, cement, and quicklime called Lou's Problem Solvers. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Lou's. Yeah, we got that cement so you can extend your deck. Oh yeah, we got all that soundproof insulation so you can rehearse with your band in your basement. Well, thank you very much, folks, for your time. Enjoy the rest of your evening.